Hi, I'm Hugh McFarlane. I'm the founder of Math Marketing and the author of The Leaky Funnel and hundreds of white papers and ebooks on the subject of funnel management. I've personally participated in over 300 growth projects around the world and trained thousands of marketers in B2B marketing from 20 countries. I'm excited today to share a little of what we've learned. I'm more excited though to hear from you. I'd like to hear your experiences, your views, your concerns. At the end of this video, I'm going to invite you to post your questions and comments in the forum and to discuss those thoughts with your colleagues from around the world. If you don't know what's working, how do you know what to change? Measurement of every stage in the buyer's journey tells you what is working and what isn't, and most importantly, it tells you what you need to change. Do face-to-face meeting quotas really work? Salespeople have a reputation for hating administration. They also have a well-deserved reputation for hating being measured against a meeting quota. But getting busy and measuring the results is exactly what we need them to do. If you accept that a face-to-face meeting between a salesperson and a customer is a high-impact tactic, then would we want there to be more of those high-impact executions? As it happens, yes and no. Two case studies. The first one was a CEO of a business that insisted that his salespeople achieve 10 meetings per week, where they'd previously been achieving 6 to 7. You can imagine the noise that was heard in the sales meetings when this was announced. And the older hands in sales were the most vocal in their argument. You're asking me to be a brochure dropper. You're asking me to do things I stopped doing 15, 20 years ago. Actually, we weren't. We knew that these were smart guys and they wouldn't waste a meeting. We were just asking them to do more. What we found was two very interesting pieces of data. Firstly, the top 15% of salespeople by activity rate were the top 15% by achievement against quota. The second thing that we learned was that the bottom 15% of salespeople by activity rate were the bottom 15% of salespeople in achievement against quota. You can imagine the next conversation between the CEO and the salespeople. Tell me one more time why 10 meetings is the wrong number. We found it to be the right number in that business. In another business, frankly, we pushed it too hard and we found a reverse correlation. When we asked the salespeople to achieve more meetings than they were able to, the productivity and the yield reduced. There's a right number in your business and you can only find that right number by measuring it, pushing it one way or another and measuring the effect of that change. So we do need salespeople to focus on quotas and we do need salespeople to measure the results. If you don't have confidence that your sales force can sustain that, then perhaps do it for one quarter every year and use that as your yardstick. But certainly do measure meeting quotas and do measure the effect of those meeting quotas. And that means salespeople need to record each of their meetings. A question for you. What rate of activity makes sense in your business? How many meetings, face-to-face, can a typical salesperson achieve in your business week in, week out? Compare your results.